And some of the main points are right in front of you. So it could take a very long time to really explain Bee Bong formulas. But to break it down for you, Bee Bong formulas have existed for many centuries and have been handed down, as I said, through an oral tradition for many generations. And this is the first time ever we have allowed them, I have allowed them, to go out basically into the world. There was once a time, for a long time, that they were really hidden and preserved for the royal families of East Asia and very elite people because they worked and they were so powerful. But certainly in this day and age, certainly my life, it's my mission to share all of these with everyone because I know what they can do for everybody. And so why in the world would we ever hold that back? So what are Bee Bong formulas? One of the most important things to understand is that they're properly balanced formulations. And this can be, like I said, a very complex principle to understand. But the main thing to understand from this is any formula, the most important thing is that it's properly balanced. The reason being is that it needs to be able to be absorbed by your body. And if something is not properly balanced, then your body won't take it in. You could have the most incredible product, formula, ingredient in the world. And if your body does not accept it, basically, it will not enter. Or furthermore, if it can't enter or it does enter, it won't be assimilated in your body. And so it won't work. Or worse than that, it can cause actually toxic and harmful side effects, right? And so that's where Bee Bong formulas, why they have been preserved for so very long. They work and they're properly balanced, which means they're like the best food for your body. So why, like I said, in 2012, we came together with Canaway and decided to put Bee Bong formulas with CBD. Now, no matter how incredible an ingredient, such as CBD, cannabis, hemp, no matter how incredible of an ingredient we have, if it doesn't synergistically work well with our Bee Bong formulas, we can't use it. And so it's a really beautiful thing that Bee Bong formulas and CBD are able to work so wonderfully together and basically help each other, okay? Please note, and I speak all over the world about this, and I'll say it in one sentence here, that when it comes to CBD and cannabis and the healing benefits, this is not something new. Certainly we're in a time right now where CBD is coming in like a tidal wave, and there's so much research and development being had, and I am always in favor of that. I'm so grateful for that. But I do like to remind people, because I think it's very important to understand this, and I also believe it really takes away a lot of uncertainty about what CBD is, that CBD, and specifically cannabis, the whole plant, has existed for thousands of years in Eastern medicine, Chinese medicine to be exact. Okay. And so as I briefly mentioned before, I hold my doctorate in traditional Oriental medicine. I believe that's my mission in this life, to be able to share the principles as best I can with as many people as possible, because certainly they're an incredible way, combined with other medical systems, to really care for your body. Okay, so cannabis was one of the 50 fundamental herbs of Chinese medicine. So to me, this was nothing new. So when Canaway way back in 2012 came to me in my lab, and basically together with my husband, Craig Nandu, and asked us if we could work with this ingredient, because they knew that we had a really rich understanding of herbal medicine and formulation. We knew how to work with these incredible ingredients, and they were right, because it was one of the 50 fundamental herbs of Chinese medicine. And so the properties that we talk about today were known 8,000 years ago. So it goes back 8,000 years ago, the understanding that it existed. In 2737 BC, there was an emperor, Shen Nong, and he is known to be the divine farmer, or the father of Eastern medicine, father of all herbal medicine, not Eastern, herbal medicine. So pretty much every medicine out there comes from a plant, is a botanical, right? And so that's a really big deal. So he, way back then, understood the benefits of this plant. And so that's why we roll into 2012 onto today, and what we have to bring with you. Understood that we wanted to use this ingredient. I thought about it and decided, you know what, this is actually a really wonderful idea, and that's why we stand before you today. So please know that you are the only company, Canaway is the only company that has these formulas that combine Bee Bong CBD in such a way where it truly uses the royal formulas that have been handed down, the secret formulas that have been handed down for so many centuries. So moving along, we have Bee Bong, the understanding, a basic but very important understanding about a Bee Bong secret formula is. And now we've talked about cannabis and CBD. And so I really want us to understand that it's one and the same. You know, we can think of Bee Bong, we can think of CBD, and then we have to remember both things. But to me, it doesn't work that way. It's all together. Okay. Zach, my video keeps going out, and so just let me know if in fact it's going off and on, because I'm turning it on, okay, when I see that happen. Sorry, everyone. Just want to make sure we're all good here. And I want to make sure this recording works for all of you. So I remember my train of thought though. We had bee bong formulas, we had CBD, okay? So think of it as one and the same. It's all part of herbal medicine and a rich history and wisdom of herbal medicine in the human mind and body that has existed for thousands of years. So you can be certain that these formulas that you hold in your hand and this understanding of these formulations are basically, I think my video stopped again. All right, are basically exactly why we came together. They're one and the same, and they're incredibly potent. So when you stick bee bong with CBD, what happens? So now we know the powers of both. We know that they synergistically work together, because no matter how great an ingredient, if it doesn't work with bee bong, we couldn't use it. So what does that mean for your formulations? Well, we're going to go through every single cannabis beauty product here in a second, and we'll go through, pretty quickly, but precisely, so that you really get everything down. But know that the reason why it's so special, you can think of it this way. Think of bee bong formulas being this incredible delivery system. Like I said, it goes into your body, and it's, so sorry, everyone. My video keeps going out and I don't know why. Okay, let me try to move here a little bit. We'll see if that helps. Sometimes just the smallest thing. Okay. Bee bong formulas create the best delivery system for your body. So when you take the ingredient CBD and basically visualize that bee bong embraces this ingredient and brings it into your body, it does just that. It brings it into your body and has it flow wherever we need it to go. So bee bong formulas are properly balanced, which means it takes CBD into the body. And because they're so powerful and properly balanced, it's able to enhance the properties of CBD. So all of those amazing properties become exponentially beneficial, okay, to your body. And also with bee bong formulas, we're able to give the specific function. For example, your salve focuses on, muscle and joint health, right? Skin issues. We have our skincare products that focus on different aspects, which we're going to go through today. And that's where the bee bong herbal formulas really help to give that function. So as you see here, it's synergy with CBD. They're able to make CBD more bioavailable to the body. And that's through that delivery system I just said, right? So that's really important, making them more bioavailable to your body, making CBD, okay? And it enhances each product's specific function. So those are the three main points to note. So let's go over CBD now. What are the benefits of CBD in your skincare formulations? So this is really important. This could be a very, very long conversation, but we will make sure to keep it short for all of you because we don't have that much time. One day, maybe we will. The main points to understand, I'll break it down to my 3 bullet points once again, because I think that's a wonderful way to be able to memorize and remember what we have to share. The main things to understand about CBD and why it's so beneficial for the skin. Number one, it is an incredibly potent antioxidant. That is so important because basically it helps to fight all the free radicals within your body, okay? And free radicals come from everything around you that's harmful, whether it be the pollution in the air, whether it be the harmful chemicals that exist and we can't really do too much about them, right? Whether it be anything out in the world that basically when we come in contact with it, antioxidants help us to fight against that. It creates that protective barrier for us, okay? And so that is why CBD, one of the number one benefits is being an antioxidant for us. It's also known for centuries, basically, to be a very powerful anti-inflammatory agent, okay? And this is really important because as we know, inflammation causes the body to be off balanced, okay? And when something's off balance, nothing flows properly and it's not nourished. And remember, oftentimes anyone who's heard me, that is the fountain of youth, function and flow, okay? So if everything functions properly, every organ, including your skin, which is your largest organ of your body, right? If it functions properly and everything flows properly, then you have ultimate health, beauty, wellness, you name it. So antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. And also the third point is CBD is an incredible moisturizing agent. I actually like to use the word nourishing. It means a lot more to me. What that means is, of course, it's able to provide a lot of hydration to the skin, which is so incredibly important for the health of your skin cells, right? And the function of everything. But furthermore, it really provides nourishment. So it's filled with essential fatty acids. It's filled with vitamins and minerals, all of which nourish your skin, okay? And then the last part that I want to go over today is that it really understand that CBD really helps to balance the endocannabinoid system of your body. And again, that could be a whole other seminar, but just note that cannabinoid receptors are spread all throughout the skin of your body, Okay, and so when you're able to feed the skin those cannabinoids in conjunction with bee-bong formulas, basically you create that homeostasis and that balance. And I just explained to you why that's so important. And also you give all that nourishment. Okay, so that's understanding bee-bong and CBD in and of themselves. And so now we go into our formulas. And I think that that's important. I really want us all to take a moment to understand what we just went through, because those main principles are in every single one of our formulations and the very basis of why our formulas are so powerful. Okay, so moving along, our first skincare product. So what I did, everyone, is that I had asked the Canaway team, who beautifully put together these slides for us, to put them in order of how they should be used, because I think it's really helpful as we go through them. Of course, to me, I've been in the spa industry with Craig for over 15 years now. Well, we're now into many other industries, but we started in the spa industry. And that's where I bring a lot of these, the understanding of these products and the regimens. It really stays true to the proper regimens for complete and incredible skincare collection, right? A skincare ritual, if you may say, because that's really what it becomes. And if you follow these steps, you know, it's wonderful. I certainly follow every single one of these steps, meaning I use every single one of these formulas every day. You do not have to, but I will go through how you can do that, even if you're a busy working mom or dad. Or a busy human being, period. You can certainly use every single one of these products just like I do. And I'll tell you how we can go about that. But there's a reason for these steps. And that's why that you will find that this whole presentation and these slides go in that order. Okay, so we start here with our burdock and hemp cleanser. So this is an incredible formulation. One of the things I want to note when you're looking at this formula and studying it, as everyone should, because there's so much on the market today and we should be educated on what we put into our bodies so we empower ourselves and are able to take care of our own minds and bodies, right? And also for those that you may share this with. It's so simple. Just remember all of the answers of what is in that formula are literally on that bottle. And the Canaway team did a beautiful job with this design. And certainly I had a little bit to do with it in the sense that I said, please, I know myself, I have a couple seconds when I'm looking at anything and I need to know right then and there how this product is going to benefit me. Otherwise, see you later, right? I'm not an easy sell, as probably won't come as totally surprising to many of you. So as you can see with this first bottle, and this applies to all of the products, on your every single one of the packages, you'll see that it gives the key ingredients right there. Okay, and so I'm going to go over those key ingredients because I think that's a wonderful way to be able to understand what is in your formula and not have to memorize everything, but know the key points. Okay, and then I'll go through the directions. So here in our cleanser, we have our burdock and hemp purifying cleanser. The key ingredients that I want you to pull from this is burdock and provitamin B5. Okay, so burdock combined with the other herbal ingredients within your bee-bong formula for this cleanser, including Poreo-cocos, Cnidium monieri fruit. So certainly you don't have to memorize all these, but I just want to give you an idea for those of you who would like more than what you see on screen. Remember, burdock root and the other herbs that I just said for the purifying cleanser provide powerful detoxifying and purifying properties, right? So it really helps to remove all of the dirt, all of the excess oil, all of the makeup, all of those toxins that come into, as we talked about before, that are just part of your daily life. You can't avoid it. So what do we do to be able to work with them and purify our bodies? And this is the first step for your skin. And so this proprietary formula starts with just that. It helps to clear the pores of excess oil and dirt, right? And it has very strong, all of these ingredients, particularly burdock, have very powerful antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, similar to that of CBD, as I explained before. It also is known throughout the centuries that burdock root helps to prevent infection, which is so important. That's a lot of where troubled skin comes from, right? So ultimately, we can see how it's so detoxifying and purifying for the skin. For those who wear makeup, it really helps to just clear makeup, even eye makeup. This is such an incredible formula in that way. So the last one that I want to go over, the key ingredient, as you see on your screen, is provitamin B5. Okay, so we've heard of this ingredient before. I don't know if you heard it in a cleanser per se, but know that this is a very powerful ingredient, again, to really help to purify, but mostly This ingredient is known to help moisturize, hydrate, right? So it's a humectant, which means it locks in moisture and helps to protect the skin. And by doing so, you help to support collagen and elastin. Now, this is a pretty incredible thing considering that this is your cleansing product, right? This is your first product in the cleansing portion. You have the cleansing and the nourishment portion of your skincare regimen. And so I say it's so important that I bring up that there's detoxifying and nourishing properties, because every single one of your products, whether they're in the cleansing period or the nourishing, has those very principles, because that is the most important way to have a balanced formulation, right? It does both. It eliminates all of the toxins, the dirt, the makeup, but also nourishes at the same time. So you're never disrupting the pH balance of your skin. Certainly every single one of these products are pH balanced for your skin. You're never disrupting that balance, okay? And because that's what good is it if you keep putting on these products, which there are so many out there, and ultimately you might have immediate or temporary benefit, but then it ends up hurting you in the long run, okay? And so none of these products do that. They really help your skin to function properly. And so that is the burdock and hemp purifying cleanser. Those are the key ingredients. So how do we use this product? You use this morning and night. Okay, I certainly use this morning and night. There's one, I'll say that later. So use this morning and night. And the way that I use this is that I take a cloth, whether it be a washcloth or, I know the disposable cloths are very, very popular right now. And you take that and you rub your face. So you dampen your face with lukewarm water. You take some of the cleanser, you pump it into your hand, 1 to 2 squirts is what I like. You apply it to your skin all over your face, your eye makeup. Honestly, it's really good to get your neck as well, because that's one of the first places that you can see signs of aging that people are not always aware of. So you have to take care of your neck. And then you take that cloth with water and you start to wipe away the cleanser and then all of the impurities and makeup that come with it. And that is the proper way of how to use that cleanser. Okay. For men, for those of you who might not enjoy using the cloth, certainly it works without, but I think it's most beneficial to use it with a cloth to wipe away everything. Okay. And remember though, the key to all of these products is to never have to wear makeup. Certainly when I'm on these webinars or up on stage, I'll wear a little bit of makeup to be that much more beautiful for all of you and, show that I'm here and excited to be here. But on a daily basis, I really do not wear makeup. And that's because of these formulas. And that is the key, that everything functions properly in such a way that you don't have to, that your skin looks so beautiful, that you look so vibrant, that you don't even have to worry about that. And that is what all of you will see. And I know that many of you have already started to see those benefits because I hear from you all the time, which I love. Next is our licorice and hemp exfoliator. Okay, this is a powerful product. Exfoliators, scrubs, so it means kind of one and the same, different words for it. In East Asia, Korean beauty, which is, as many of you may know, the biggest beauty industry in the world today. They are very much leading the way. And so know that all of your formulas are based on some of those same principles as well. So we fit right into that trend, I suppose it is, but there's a good reason for that. So to me, it's not just a trend. Exfoliation is key. So that really is both in the East and the West, but certainly in the East, this is a huge part of the anti-aging. I use that word. I always have to preface, I like longevity better because we cannot avoid aging, but we'll go with anti-aging because we all know what it means. But it's an incredible part of your anti-aging regimen. Why? Because when you exfoliate your skin, your body, your face, basically you're removing all the dead skin cells, and you have to remove the bad things, right? So that you can make all the good things come to life again, right? So you remove all the dead skin cells from your face using this exfoliator so that all of the new skin cells can be rejuvenated, so that everything functions properly. You just kind of clean the slate, right? Clear the slate. And so that is what this exfoliator does. It is such a powerful formula. The key ingredients for this formulation are licorice, of course, always the CBD and bee balm, which I spoke about, in general before. But here it's licorice root, rose hips, and hemp with bentonite clay. Really incredible. So all of the exfoliants, all the particles that you feel in there are rosehip and herbal grains that are perfectly suitable for use every day. That's the thing. So all of you with sensitive skin, I want to preface, you have to know your body. So if you start using it and you feel like it's a little bit too much, of course, back away, use it a couple times a week. But I want you all to know that for myself, I use this at least once a day, okay? And I do it in the evening. So I cleanse and then I use this exfoliator. I will go into the directions again in a second, but key ingredients. So why is licorice root and bentonite clay combined with the other herbal ingredients so very powerful? So licorice root, rose hips, They're incredible because they start to improve your overall skin texture. And that's part of removing those dead skin cells that I just went over. And so when you do that, like I said, you improve your overall skin texture, and that really helps your appearance in general, right? So you start to exfoliate all the dull, lifeless skin cells that exist. And so that is how you start to get that really beautiful glow, okay? And really all the circulation starts to come into place in your face and your skin. So it provides the skin with powerful antibacterial and antioxidant properties as well. It really helps to further purify and detoxify your skin, and lifts embedded dirt and oils because it has that manual exfoliation, okay, which is really important. And like I said, this can be used daily because it is a non-irritating, deep cleansing, I like to say resurfacing treatment. It really helps to resurface your skin. And so, like I said, I use this after my cleanser in the evening every single night. And that's what I do. And so you just apply this. So after you remove your cleanser with lukewarm water, you apply your exfoliator, again, in circular motions, and then you rinse off. And it's that simple. So now you have basically finished your exfoliating portion. One other ingredient that we have there, bentonite clay, is a really important. Clays in general help to really pull out toxins and impurities. And that's why that's an incredible key ingredient. And that's why that's the last one that you see there. So bentonite clay in particular is known to be an incredible clay to do just that, to pull out those toxins, impurities, dirt, makeup, so on and so forth. Okay. I'm trying to get my video back here because I think it may have gone out again. So we will move along as I do this. And the next and third product of this regimen that we are going to go over is the green tea and hemp perfecting mask. So this mask is really special. It's a little bit different than the previous formulations. It is a gel mask. Okay, and this is important because it really helps to nourish the skin. So again, like I said before, it's not a normal thing to see cleansing type of products, cleanser, exfoliator, masks, to really nourish. Masks, you sometimes see it, but not always. A lot of times it will further that impurity detoxifying portion of the cleansing ritual, which is very important. But for this line, because it is our anti-aging or longevity collection, we chose to go with this gel mask, this green tea gel mask, okay? Because it really helps to nourish. It really helps to revitalize the skin. And you see that immediately. In fact, one of the notes as you see here that I want to go over is that oftentimes what I hear a lot is, Jenelle, when I put this formula on, I become so red and rosy. I get so rosy. And I say, that is awesome. Congratulations, because you go to the spa and spend thousands of dollars to get that exact effect, right? And that is all that rosiness is all of that circulation coming to your skin cells, all of the oxygenation, it's everything functioning and flowing properly. And that is exactly what you want. Know that that rosiness goes away. Sometimes it'll last a little longer. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes you won't see it at all. Some of you may never experience this, and that's quite all right. I know for myself, I've been using variations of this herbal formula for I can't even remember how long. And there are times where, my skin started to know these herbs, so it doesn't happen so often where I get so rosy. But there are times during the week where I will put this on and I will certainly be rosy. And remember, these Bebong formulas fit by your individual condition at that given moment. Because why? They go into your body almost like an army of practitioners, right? And they fix all of the imbalances that are going on in your body at that given time, okay? And so that's so powerful if you think about that. It goes inside, and what's wrong or imbalanced in your body in that day, they go ahead and rebalance. And so that's what you can picture it that way. So that particular day, your body might need a little something extra, and so you have that rosiness. I hope for it every single time I use it, because I said that circulation, all of those vitamins, nutrients, those botanical properties, that's exactly what you want to see, okay? And so the key ingredients for this formula are green tea, which is right there on the box, of course, hemp, and then hyaluronic acid, which is a pretty awesome ingredient to have in a cleansing, like I said, portion of your products. Hyaluronic acid is what I like to call a bridge ingredient. It's one that kind of bridges the gaps between the Eastern herbs and the Western. Another reason why I say that is because it's one that people just know. It's been in the anti-aging industry for so very long because it is so powerful, okay? And the reason why it's so powerful is that it really helps to hold moisture into your skin, okay? So hyaluronic acid is known to hold 1,000 times its weight in water. So that's pretty amazing. So clearly you can see why it makes for an excellent moisturizing agent in any one of these formulations. It helps to improve skin hydration, helps to increase the production of collagen. It helps to fight free radicals, helps skin elasticity. And again, it also has some antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties known to be part of this this ingredient rather. And so again, it's pretty awesome that we have this in our mask. It's something that you set on your face for about 10 to 15 minutes. I will go over that part in a second because I have a modification for those of us who need it. But just know that's a very powerful ingredient, which is why we put it in this portion of your skincare regimen. Green tea is known to be a very incredible and powerful antioxidant. So I described before why that's so important. Again, it helps to protect against free radicals, UV damage, and impurities. So it really helps our body to fight all of that while creating all that nourishment, moisture, so on and so forth. Okay. So the bee bong, I don't want to forget, the bee bong portion of this formulation really helps to refine pores. So now we're really starting to get into even a little deeper into the skincare, the health of the skin. Okay. So we're really starting to help refine pores, help to improve skin tone and texture, which reveals softer, firmer, and healthier looking skin. And that's what this bee bong formula starts to focus on. Okay, so you can see why this mask is a very powerful product. On the box, on your packaging, you will see that it directs you to use it about 2 to 3 times per week. I like to use this formula every single day. And I don't always have 15 to 20 minutes to leave it on, which is what the instructions, the directions say. I sometimes have 3 to 5 minutes to keep it on. And you know what? That's quite all right, because it certainly goes to work in those 3 to 5 minutes. So just know that if you can't keep it on for 15 minutes, that doesn't mean forget about it. Put it on your face, even if it's for 1 minute, because it will make such a big difference. Okay. And so after you cleanse, you exfoliate, and then you apply your mask for however long, however possibly long you can. And then after that, you rinse that off as well. Okay. And so that is your cleansing portion of your skincare regimen, the gel mask. So I covered all these notes here. I went over the rosy glow. So now we move into our serum and our moisturizer, the parts of your skincare regimen that really start to focus on the nourishment, the anti-aging portion, longevity portion, and really starts to help skin functions that you truly are able to turn back time in a sense, right? Or at least prevent your skin from aging in a way that it doesn't need to. It slows down the aging process. So our Vitality Serum, our peony and hemp vitality serum. You know, peony is such an incredible ingredient for anti-aging and has been known for centuries, which is why it's one of the key ingredients here on your screen. Okay, I'll go over that note in a second, but let's just stick here for a second. The white peony, the dragon's blood, resveratrol is in this one, vitamin C ester. This is an incredible formulation. You know, there's not a serum that exists like this, and if it did, it would probably be maybe hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, and I really don't know all of the details of how much it costs, but I do know that Canaway has a very special opportunity to get these formulas in a way that so many people can use them. And that's what makes me the happiest. So, but just know that these ingredients alone stand in your Neiman Marcus's, your Nordstroms for hundreds of dollars for a 1 ounce bottle. And here we have them all combined. Because why? Because that is what makes such a powerful formula. And that is exactly how we formulate. So we have white peony, we have dragon's blood, we have resveratrol, vitamin C. So the herbal botanical portion of this really helps to reach deep down into your skin, really helping to revive your skin cells, which will create a noticeable improvement in the appearance of your expression lines and wrinkles. So it will really help to balance all of that, okay? It'll immediately help to soften and tone your skin. So a lot of these herbal ingredients are very nourishing, softening, but also they're really function. Like, you can just think of it that way. I even say it like that because I know what they do. I can see it in my mind, and they make your skin cells function. And when that happens, everything starts to work. The muscles, your skin tone, the softening, the hydration, the nourishment of your skin. It really helps to stimulate cell rejuvenation, and really important, it helps to even your skin tone and complexion, right? So we always look for, something helping us to balance pigmentation. And certainly these ingredients help us to do just that, okay? We also have our dragon's blood ingredient, which is, it's a hydroglycolic extract, okay, from the Croton leschleri, okay, and this is a very powerful ingredient that really has a very powerful anti-inflammatory properties, which is very important for your skin health. So it helps to support the regeneration and repair of your skin, which is so important as you go through that aging process. And it really helps to improve the barrier function of your skin. This is really important. Why I even mentioned before that pH balance. You know, your skin has a certain protective barrier, which helps you to, again, slow down that aging process. It helps you with all of the things that we come in contact on a daily basis. And that is what helps to preserve your beauty and your health, your youth. Okay. And so it certainly helps do that. It helps, it's an important antioxidant. It helps against free radicals. And that's that. And so the last, that's for dragon's blood. That's that. Like, that's not enough. It's a huge, huge mouthful of benefits for this Bee-Bong formula that you have within your serum. Another ingredient that you see there that looks very fancy, acetohexapeptide 8. Okay. Remember that if you can, or you can simply understand it and remember it as it's known to be in the industry the natural Botox. Okay. And the reason being is it has a lot of the same function in natural ingredient. Okay. So it helps to cause, so just like we know Botox, some of you may know, some of you may not. I have to know this because I'm in the industry. Why do people look for Botox and what does it do? Also, what this ingredient does, it really helps to cause facial muscles to contract with less force, right? Because that's what causes the lines and the wrinkles when your muscles contract too strong. Okay. And so it helps to basically calm everything. It's that simple. I've talked about other products within our Canaway collection, and that's a really important part of everything, including your skincare, as you see here, to really help to calm the mind and body, because then everything is able to function and flow properly. And that's exactly what this ingredient does. So because of that, it helps to prevent fine lines and wrinkles. So it's a very powerful ingredient. Again, every single one of these ingredients truly could stand alone in a product, and here you have them all together. So one note before we go into how to use this is to understand every single one of your products is as natural as you possibly can have. You know, like I said, Craig and I have been in the skincare industry for going on 20 years now. So we were around before or when natural products started to even come to arise, right? So it's hard to believe. And the reason why I bring this up is way back then when we were developing products for, you know, your Ritz-Carltons, your Four Seasons, your Mandarin Orientals, your Neiman's, your Nordstroms, we had these incredible natural products, but it wasn't so easy to make luxurious formulations because the industry hadn't caught up yet with the emulsifiers and the other ingredients that you need within a formulation. Well, today we have found some incredible ways to formulate in such a way that you have beautiful, luxurious formulas combined with the power of nature. Okay. And so know something, that when you have a very natural product, it is very common for it to separate. In fact, I'm sure many of us, if not all of us, are familiar with Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. I can't imagine everyone is, so I should take that back. But anyone who really looks at the beauty industry, the wellness industry, I have to say that they certainly do a good job in explaining, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow is set on this road to explaining health and wellness in a very thoughtful manner. And she actually creates products. And pretty much on every single one of her products, they educate on the fact that these products can separate. There's many other companies, natural companies out there who explain this, but I'll just choose that one because it comes to mind, Goop. And the reason why they explain this is because it helps to educate people that natural products separate. And that's because we don't use the harsh chemicals that sometimes keep them together. And so to me, I have yet to meet someone who doesn't, as soon as they understand that, come to appreciate that. In fact, I look for when products separate, right? Kind of funny, because I know they're telling the truth and those products are actually contain all natural ingredients. So it's not a big deal. If you see that, you shake that product. Okay, that's what you do. And then you go on using it. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with your product. It doesn't mean, you know, that it's not going to work. In fact, it's the complete opposite. That product is as perfect as possible. So you just shake it up and there you go. Okay. So I'm glad I was able to go over that with all of you. And so please let people know that, because I feel like as soon as you're educated, you're empowered to understand what it is that you have around you. And then you don't worry so much. You know exactly what's in front of you. So your serum. There's our note. We went over our key ingredients. How do we use this? You take this formulation and you dispense it onto your fingertips. And I love the directions as you see in front of you. Tell you exactly what to do, which is that you tap it into your skin. And tapping is an important part of this, okay? And why? It's because it really wakes up the chi. I didn't go over chi too much today because that can go into a very long conversation, but many of you have heard me talk about chi, and I know I have videos out there that describe why it's so important. But chi and circulation are the two most important aspects of your body and how to live a very healthy, beautiful, youthful life, and certainly important for your skin. Okay. And so when you tap your skin, you put on the serum. So first you can put it on and then you tap it into your skin all over. It wakes up those skin cells and it really makes the skin like suck in that formula, right? That properly balanced formula that just absorbs and assimilates into the body, into your skin. And so that's an important piece for the serum and the moisturizer. And then you allow it to dry. Okay. The serum I use morning and evening. If you choose to do otherwise, go for it. But that is certainly what I recommend because you will really see the difference. Men, women alike, you will certainly see a huge difference on the quality of your and health of your skin. So moving on to the last product. Before I do so, please know that the serum and the moisturizer truly are supposed to go together. So in the understanding of skincare, the serum is always going to be your most active product, the most active, okay? And then you combine that with a moisturizer, which I will go to next here. The moisturizer also has incredible, powerful benefits for the longevity and health of your skin, but it focuses more on the hydration and the nourishment, the moisturizing aspects. Whereas that serum, if I had to call out, the benefits of one versus the other, the serum really focuses on that skin rejuvenation, that waking up those skin cells, right? So now we have our ginseng and hemp moisturizer, which really helps to nourish and hydrate the skin at a very deep level. So the main ingredients here that I want to speak about are ginseng and vitamin C ester. Okay. In fact, I think I may have said before in the serum, I got ahead of myself that there's vitamin C ester. I believe that actually for this regimen, this collection, we kept vitamin C ester just in the moisturizer so as not to waste the ingredient in your body. Your body can only take so much of everything, okay? So just know that vitamin C ester is actually in your moisturizer. And this is an incredible combination when we have ginseng, which many of you I know already know is, just like we have CBD, which is our powerhouse herbal ingredient. Ginseng is certainly another powerhouse herbal ingredient that is vital for the health of your skin. In fact, in East Asia, that is one of the most prized herbal ingredients, and you can have complete skincare lines just built upon the powerful properties of this herbal ingredient. And here you have everything come together. And so the Bee Bong formula here, ginseng, there's also goji berry in this formulation. Of course, your CBD really help to encourage collagen formation by stimulating healthy tissue growth, which again, just like the serum, like I said, is not just hydrating. It also really helps to help your skin to regain that elasticity, that tone, and that even texture down to the skin cells, but it focuses that much more on helping to nourish their skin as well. So it provides this formula provides powerful antioxidant benefits once again to help protect and allowing for rejuvenated skin cells. And this one you'll also see really helps to reduce wrinkles and expression lines because of the incredible formulation, okay? And the hydration and the nourishment aspect that you can imagine when you hydrate and nourish your skin cells, it's like they plump up, right? And that's where you start to see these symptoms of aging start to disappear. And that's exactly what these formulas do. They don't just cover them up, they make everything function. So they start to kind of disappear, okay? Another incredible ingredient, the other one there that you see is vitamin C ester. Many of you may be familiar with vitamin C, like hyaluronic acid. It is an ingredient that has really stood the test of time because it works so powerfully. Vitamin C ester is the expensive version, basically, the high quality version of vitamin C. So you don't see it all the time. And this is an example of where you see some products out there, your vitamin C products, where you can basically have one product that costs hundreds of dollars and all it is that ingredient. And here you have this whole mixture of a properly balanced formula, which is so much more potent than one individual ingredient, okay? Your vitamin C ester versus regular vitamin C is much more bioavailable than traditional vitamin C, okay? And that's really important, like I explained in the very beginning. What good is an ingredient if it doesn't become available to your body, right? And so why is vitamin C so important? Why has it stood the test of time? Because it's a powerful antioxidant that helps to brighten the skin. So this is a really important one for brightening your skin complexion, your skin, okay? Helping to balance pigmentation, so on and so forth. It's fat soluble, which helps with penetration, okay? And so it stimulates the production of collagen. And it can, another important point to know about traditional vitamin C, I should say, is it can really be, cause a lot of sensitivity. So you can have some reactions with that particular ingredient, whereas vitamin C ester does not have those irritating side effects. It's a much more balanced version. And so how do we use this moisturizer? Like I said, truly the way that you're supposed to use it is the serum and moisturizer should always go together. For those of us that have troubled skin, that's right, I grew up having troubled skin, which is why another reason why I am so passionate about these formulas. For those of us who sometimes can't put moisturizer all over our face, you can just stick to areas like around your eyes, okay? Maybe on your forehead, because certainly that's a place where lines can show up, your expression lines can show up, and on your neck. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to put it on your nose and your cheeks if that's an area where you feel that you can break out, you're prone to breakouts, okay? So just know how to use the products and work with them in that way, and then everything will work for you. And so now we've gone over pretty much everything: our cleanser, our exfoliator, our mask, and then our serum and our moisturizer. And so you have a complete skincare regimen. And the last point that I want to share with you, which certainly could have gone in the beginning, and I just said it as I was talking about this moisturizing formula, is this understanding of, we will close out with why it's so important to have a properly balanced formula. Remember this: one ingredient, any ingredient, has powerful effects. But when you're able to put ingredients together in such a precise manner that they all enhance each other, neutralize and balance each other to help to remove any side effects that could come from any one ingredient on their own, that is true formulation. That is true herbal medicine. That is what my ancestors spent their life understanding. What I spend my life understanding is that balance, that proper formulation of many ingredients coming together. In fact, that's synergism, right? We speak of CBD and synergism. It's the same understanding when you look at formulation. And that is why every single one of these formulas is so powerful, and why I've brought that up so many times. Every single ingredient in each of these formulas can be powerful on their own, which is an incredible thing to think about. But we come together, we have formulated these products in such a beautiful, precise manner that no one else could ever copy. And that's why it's so special that you have Bebong formulas combined with CBD. No one in the world can copy what we have, because it's really not very easy. That's the truth. Because you can look at the ingredients on that package, but the true understanding, the true power behind them is the precise dosages, the exact herb that we choose, herbal ingredient that we choose, knowing from where it comes from, knowing from the climate, knowing from the season. All of those things come into play. So just know, in conclusion, that every single one of these formulas, there is so much heart and thought that goes into them. Because as I said to you, certainly for myself, and I speak for the entire Canaway team, every single person that I know puts their heart into every part of this, which I know is one reason why Canaway is growing so strongly and why I'm so very happy to be a part of it. It is my mission to do my very best to share these formulas with as many people as possible, to help to do my part in every way to make people more comfortable and live a healthier, more beautiful life. And so I thank you, all of you, for joining me in this journey. I can't wait to see all of your faces. I always say the webinar is wonderful because I know I'm speaking to you, but I can't see you. So how much fun is that? But thank you for that. Thank you for helping me along this journey. And I cannot wait to hear all of the stories coming in about what these formulas do for all of you and all of the people that you share them with. So I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll speak to you again soon. Good night.